Hey guys, so I was going out of town, wanted to go ahead and just kind of make a video for you guys to explain Elite because my husband asked me to unplug, so I'm gonna try to do that. So here's the video that I promised you guys we would cover on the beginning of the call on Saturday. So first things first, this is an example of my May Elite email. So this is what your email looks like. And the idea behind this is to really just break down kind of where you're at and what you're doing. So let's start here with incremental ATV. First of all three of these categories are what make up your elite points, okay, guys? So incremental ATV is the most confusing one, so that's why I'm going to do it first. So incremental ATV has to do with these numbers up here, okay? Your 2014 and your 2015 ATV. So looking at these numbers, the idea behind ATV and how you get points is that you need to get this number for 2015 ATV, and this is annual team volume. So this is what your whole team is creating over the course of the year. This number here has to get at least 10,000 over last year before you can start getting a point in this category. So the minute that you match it, that's great. But the minute that you hit 10,000 over, which happens very quickly after you match it, you get a point. So, and you can max out at 40 points for this category. Most people, like as you can see, this was from May and I'm still not quite up to my ATV, but I'm definitely going to pass it. Most people don't see points for this category until September, October. That's normal. The cool thing about this year, and I'm going to scroll down here so you guys can see it, is the qualifier, which is new. So if you advance 4 or more diamond coaches in 2015, you get to multiply your ATV by 10%. So that means, essentially getting 10% more, which helps you get to that over 10,000 plus faster. If you advance 6 or more coaches in 2015 to diamond, you get it multiplied by 20. So again, that's another great way for you to earn points faster in that category. So that's ATV. Like I said, it's accrued team volume, annual team volume. It's what you've done all year. So that's not really one that you have a huge amount of control over. So I tell people to focus on this one the least, because if you're focusing on these other two categories I'm going to talk about, you will get exactly what you need. So the next category is personally sponsored coach PV, and we just call this PSPV to keep it simple. So personally sponsored coach PV means that every coach that you sign this year, and yes, every coach that you signed this year, 2015, as a group collectively, when they hit 500 personal volume, you get a point. So say you sign Sarah, Jill, and Jack, and Sarah and Jill each have a week where they sell 2 or 3 challenge packs. So they each have maybe say 200 to 300 volume. The nice thing about that is that once it doesn't matter if it's Sarah or Jack or whoever, but as long as they collectively have 500 and they're new coaches for you, that gets you a point. So I don't know, let me reiterate that just so that it makes sense. Any 2015 coach, their team volume, or their volume in this case, adds up every time they hit at least 500 personal volume, you get a point. So especially if you have a week where you sign a whole bunch of coaches at one time, that's a great place because, most of them sign up with a challenge pack, so you're already seeing 135 volume. So sign 5 coaches and there you've given yourself a point. So that's how you focus on that category. I tell coaches personally to focus the most on this bottom category, because if they're doing their focus with this category, it's going to help them quickly achieve the other two. So this is personally sponsored Coach Success Club. So the rule of thumb is for every coach that hits Success Club from last year and this year. So you guys have to know who you signed in 2014 and who you signed in 2015. But every coach that you signed out of 2014 and 2015, when they hit Success Club, you get a point each month. If you hit Success Club, you double the points. So, which you guys are all leaders, so you're hitting Success Club. So everyone, and most of you are relatively newer, So if you are looking at coaches that you've only signed in 2014 and 2015, that's for you guys. That's most of your coaches that qualify you for it. So keep in mind that every coach that you can get or help get to Success Club is going to help get you points in this category. Also keep in mind that if you are looking at 2014 and 2015 coaches for this specific elite report, you're going to be working and helping them get to Success Club, which is in turn going to help them get collectively 500 PV, which is then in turn going to help you gain more incremental ATV. So that is the breakdown of the elite report. What this 200th coach down here means is they have a new rule this year, and I'm pretty sure they have it down here. So the top 200 coaches are going to qualify for the elite bonus next year, which is $400 a month that they give you on the third week of the month as an elite coach bonus, considered kind of your car bonus from them. It used to be everyone that hit elite got this. Unfortunately, there's so many people hitting elite now that it's not that way. So this 200th coach is telling you what that person in the 200th spot is currently ranked at. So as you can see, like they're ranked at 72 and they have 72 points. So they have 72 points right now, and that's where you would need to be. So as you can see on this report, I'm at 42. So that's just showing me how much work I'd need to do to qualify for that as well. So not too confusing. The goal here is that you have to make sure that these two numbers match up. You want to make sure at the end of the year that your diamonds are all current on the last day of the month for the end of the year. So make sure that your diamonds, once they rank advanced, you need at least 5 for elite, 2 for premier. The points count the same. You need 135 points total. So, which is new this year. It was only 125 last year. So you can max out, as you can see, in all the categories, but the idea here, guys, is to make sure that you're getting points in every category. So that is kind of my rundown of what elite and premier is. The only difference is 2-star versus 5-star in that. So, and there's a lot of really great information down here. Don't hesitate to take a look at it. Also, if you're a 2-star and above coach and you want your points audited or to be able to figure out exactly who qualifies for your different points, you can shoot this TBB promotions at beachbuddy.com an email, and they'll get back to you guys and let you know specifically who's counting for your qualifications. So that is my recommendation for elite. Focus on getting all of your coaches into Success Club, and it will get you exactly where you need to be for elite. So if you guys have any other additional questions, I'm going to post this as a video so you guys can just comment on it in the mastermind group. So feel free to just put your questions in the comments below, and we can go over those because I'm sure if you have the question, somebody else might. So I can answer those right on the comment section. All right, guys, thank you so much. Keep being awesome. Have a great night.